Hello. Um, tout stuck. All right. What are you doing? Just checking something. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Let's wait a bit. Ah, another. No, that's okay. I was thinking another note taker, but all good. Um, yes, let's wait 2, 3 minutes. Um, Hope you are doing well on your side. Probably it's late, it's or early as usual. um, Shtuk, 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 shtuk. Um, mm, 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 mm. It's 1-9. All right. Ah, oula. GM, yes, or GN soon. All good. No. Shtuk, shtuk, shtuk. So yes, I'm gonna start in 1 minute. Um, and yeah, toot, toot, toot. I'm opening all windows right now to avoid lose time, waste time. I don't know how much time the session will last. Um, but I hope that will be okay. I will try to do my best. Alright. Putain. Daniel, j'ai fait 50 slides. That's okay. I said I've done 50 slides, but it's like I'm not explaining all slides. It's just like no reason. That will be okay. All right. Um, we just put a message on the conversation, the chat, and let's go. Ta-da. All right. Uh, so yes, we're around 15. But people will come later, I guess. And it's Friday. I'm stupid to put something on Friday. But yeah. All right. Uh, is it okay? You can see my screen. Well, all good. Okay. So today it's kinda like a special session. A session that will be relevant for you during this year as you're gonna participate to hackathons, online or IRL. It's gonna be probably your first one, today, pas today, next, like with base or with avalanche. I don't know, that depends if you have time to participate in it, but it's something like you have to know if you are not going to hackathon, you are not creating, I don't know, your portfolio, if you want to be hired somewhere or create a startup or anything like this. Hackathon is like a must for everyone. All right, so just to let you know about base batches again, I got an update from the team yesterday night. So on my side, I will be one of the judge for it with Sneha, by the way. So I don't know which one I will like which kind of project I'm gonna judge, like probably base Europe, or I don't know how they gonna scope that. But I wanted to make an update about the deadline. So the deadline is rescheduled for May 16. They are used to do that. Like in fact, some hackathons doing that, especially for online one, because like you don't have too much visibility on which projects, like how many projects will submit, and has base has really great incentive after the hackathon. They really want to have like more projects that are submitted something. So yeah, just to let you know about the deadline. All good? No question? So just to make a quick overview about what the base is asking for the hackathon is not it's kinda super soft. It's really really super soft. Like they just ask what's the project name, the tagline. So write a short description about the project itself, um, the problem that you try to solve, challenge. So challenge is more about getting feedback. On the tech and anything like this, and it's super super important for partners, but actually base doesn't have too much partners, and partners are already well known. Yes, so they don't have too much trouble to mention. But anyway, if you have something related to the onboarding or anything, don't hesitate to tell them. Technology that you're gonna use, like for example on the front end side, for the smart contract parts, for back end side, uh, if you are using any tool related to design too. So anything related to that, don't hesitate to tag it, to mention it. I think you can mention, no, you don't have a size, that's okay. But it's something every time that is asking. So yeah, um, pretty straightforward. Nothing like no red flag on the submission for for base. Don't worry about it. Links. So links is about the GitHub, the website, because you're gonna have to deploy it on Vercel. So make sure your application is working, because like just to let you know, base we receive a lot of application, not application but projects. And the thing is, even for me, I will spend no more than 30 seconds or 1 minute into a project if I don't see any websites. Like I will just scroll the GitHub and say, okay, it's pretty empty or anything like this. And if you have a website, I can test directly, for example. So it's like a bonus point, clearly a bonus point for you, if you are doing that. Probably like 30, 40% will do it, I guess. Even if not everything is working, try to make a website, like just deploy it on Vercel to help us. Any question for that? No. All right. And another thing that we're gonna take a look at it is the video demo. Um, so the video demo that should be something like 2 minutes. 2 minutes where you go through the application flow, how it's working concretely, is not really about showcasing slides or anything. You can showcase like one slide first, saying what this, but it's more about directly going through the application in case of if the website is not working. But yeah, the main important thing is website and video demo for the submission, to be honest. Yeah. Cover image, so banner, picture, like you differencing about your application, and logo. It's really, really simple. Um, Hi Snera. Donc, donc, I'm speaking in French sometimes. Oops. So yeah, really, really simple. It's on DevFolio, so I don't know if you know DevFolio, but like if I'm going through DevTreepack Club, the thing is, when you're going through hackathon, there at the end, you can find something like hackathon DevFolio, or the hackathons that, especially online, that you can participate in it, are on DevFolio, Beetlebox, Angan Club et Taike. The four main one. And is global is more for IRL, but sometimes they are running online hackathon, but like 2 or 3 times by year. Yeah. Any question for that? We'll check with here. I know Sneha is here. All right. Nice. Um, Présenter. Yes. So I saw that like recently, 2 days ago, something like this. I've created like a baseline for help you to create create an ID. I will send you the presentation after, and so you will be able to go through this document. So it's three page on these documents. You can go through. I think it's great to take a look at it because it's kinda like aligned with the ecosystem. Um, so it's really how to create an ID on base. It's not how to create an ID in Web3, it's really how to create an ID on base itself. So feel free to go through it. Oh, yes, it's, yes, up, just. Right now, I will going through what's everything about hackathon itself. If you don't have any question for the moment, all right. Okay, so about the hackathon, um, there are two main types of hackathon. So I would say the Ethereum one. So is global, is global, it's Safari, it's Latam, Ethereum Mexico. Everything like in your country, you should have an Ethereum hackathon where you can participate in it IRL. So for example, it's Latam. If you are in Latam, it's gonna happen in Brazil, just before DevConnect, like 7 November, something like this. But yeah, like whatever your country, you're gonna have an Ethereum hackathon. So don't hesitate to go there. What actually partners looking for is to educate local community. So get in touch with them, onboard new fellow, new hacker into Ethereum itself. Get feedback. So basically, they really, it's one of the thing important things that partner want to participate in hackathons is to get feedback, like quick feedback on the tech itself, because you can see directly where people are struggling and so on. And another thing is about hiring. So hiring, but not directly, is like more get in touch with developers, and then try to see if they are great. Like I don't know, it's more like looking for the next talent, but they will stay probably in touch with you for upcoming things. So it's not hiring directly, but more indirectly. And another thing is about building your integration. So for example, if you are like a new protocol and so on, you are looking for to participate in hackathons because sometimes new, like some sponsor uh, are like are I don't know how to say, like can match with another sponsor, and they want to create new integration between both. And so hackers are able to do this kind of things. So is Ethereum hackathon is really more for super friendly when you are starting. And other ah yes, another thing I wanted to show you is that uh, don't show that. Like it's yeah, where you can find your next hackathon related to Ethereum. So like I said, it's really everywhere. Um, so you can find it into this page and don't hesitate to go through it. Anyway, I will send you the presentation links and you will be able to go like to go through it. Any question for that? All good? All right. And another type of hackathon are more specific to an ecosystem, like for example Base, for example Avalanche, but it's like it's really, really, really specific. Um, so sometimes when, for example, you are not using Solidity, but it's like, for example, Solana. Um, so Solana, it's another ecosystem that is really booming actually, and they don't have any hackathons related to Ethereum and so on because it's kinda different, clearly different. So they want to have their own hackathon. And why? Is because they want to build more advanced projects that are clearly uh, align with the vision. Like for example, I was talking about Base. They are doing a specific ideation for Base, and so it's kind of the same thing. Is to build advanced projects that is clearly the, align with the vision of a specific project. So the goal after that, after the hackathon, is to provide some grants for best projects, and on your side be able to create a startup and accelerate it by going through accelerator like Allen's DAO or their own incubator. So yeah, the thing is pretty different. But actually, you are doing an hackathon on Base because it's clearly super friendly for Web2 developers for starting first, and also because it's online. While other hackathons are not especially online, so that's a great experience for you first to do this kind of things. Do you have any question? All good? All right. So right now we are going to the method. El famoso method. Famosa? Famos. Oh là là. All right. So I I split that in 5 steps. Which time is it? Okay, il est déjà 20. So the first is about ideation and team formation. So team formation, I didn't go really through it because it's more about, like for example, you are part of a community. Um, so it's more about knowing people inside the community and the match with. It is better when you are IRL for sure, but when it's online, just say into the community, I'm looking for a project like a team. This my background actually. Feel free to let me know or something like this. It's the best way to proceed. Even if I'm on my side with Base, I try to know who wants to work on which things. But it's better if you are going to the channel hackathon support and ask for a team members and so on. Don't hesitate, even if you don't have any idea, because you're gonna find an idea after. So for ideation, so first of all, when you are creating a dApp, the thing is you are looking for user and liquidity. It's the two things that allow your application to go viral and being sustainable. So think when you think about ideation, you have to think about it. Um, it's super important. And so for that, I will talk just after. Um, on the hackathon, you have different things, two things. In fact, you're gonna apply for general tracks and also bounties. So what's the difference? So general tracks is like, for example, a consumer application, infrastructure application, DeFi application, etc., etc. Like they have some different tracks, and it's the prize are provided by the organization. Let's say, for example, is Global is organizing an hackathon. So, in fact, I don't know if it was there. In fact, what you're gonna find is like price. This price are related to wait, are related to the partner itself, so bounties. But general tracks is like the top 10 finalists, for example, the top 10 finalists of the hackathon. You got it? You understand it? One question. And in Zuba, we have to apply first, then they say some application for. Oh no, in fact, you have, like, for example, if I'm going there. Ah, yes, Neha, because we were talking just before. You can find it on Tuner Pack and click here for guarantee access.
Yeah, I checked it and then I also checked my email. I already got in.
Amazing. Nice. Great. Probably
Yeah.
I will come too. I'm not sure yet,
Oh, nice. Yeah, I also have to get my visa sorted.
as usual. Yes. So in fact, when you want to go through an hackathon like is global, like let's say is global Prague is the next one. So you can click on apply to attend. You're gonna have like a form. Um, for me, I don't have I think to do it because I'm already coming every time. Um, so you have a form to for applying, but when you apply, normally you're gonna receive a response like an answer into, I don't know, 48 hours or something like this, and then you're gonna have to stake. So what is staking? I don't know why Isloba is putting this fucking things, um, but staking is like to make sure you're gonna attend the hackathon. They want you to put something like 70 USDC into like a smart contract, just to make sure if you are attending, so you're gonna receive back your amount, but if you are not attending, they will take it. It's just like a guarantee. So they putting that in place since the beginning, and it's horrible for onboarding Web2 developers. Um, but anyway, uh, you just have to click here, and that's okay.
Yeah, just adding up to that, I think Shrestha asked that question that they ask very basic questions around what is your experience in Web 2 and maybe a few questions around what is it that you want to build. But if you're participating for the first time, it does not have to be a very straightforward answer. You might not have decided something. So a lot of times when I've participated, I've just mentioned that I've not yet decided, but yeah, these are the kind of, or these are the areas that I'm looking to focus on. And then they generally, I mean, the earlier you apply, the greater the chances of is for acceptance, because if they are very close to the application or they've gotten a lot of applications, then there are chances that I mean, it happens very rarely that somebody does not get accepted, but yeah, I mean, it's better to apply early. And as Celine said, that you have to stake some amount. It's just to ensure that you will be attending. Um, yeah, once you submit the project, you get that back. If not, if you miss that by any chance, sometimes in certain scenarios, if you let them know, because if it could be a visa problem or whatsoever, they try to find the best solution. Otherwise, you might just lose that staking amount. Yeah.
Really clear. Thanks, Neha. But don't be afraid about the question. Like if it's your first time, I don't think so. They are looking into details, to be honest. So no worries. And yeah, I wanted to talk about bounties. So bounties is all this thing that you can see here. And in fact, when you are going through an hackathon, you have to compose between all sponsors to create your project. So you can find whole requirement for each project. Like for example, if you want to build something using Python's works, so you can do it. They provide different price. For example, developer feedback. You can do it. Most innovative use of Pit's pull record. So you can find all requirements and be sure when you are building on something to um, really complete all these requirements. I will take about it just after. All right. Question. Nice. Uh, so I don't know how many time. Okay, it's like 18 on 50. That's okay. So yeah, be familiar with all this sponsor because it's always the same. Kinda always the same. So for example, Sneha and I, we know already our sponsor because we built every time on it, on them. So yeah, in with time you're gonna be familiar with that, no risk. But I can understand when it's your first time, you have to check all bounties like this. It's horrible. So make sure before the hackathon to go through this dashboard when you are like you are accepted into the hackathon, and take a look at each bounty and say, okay, I like this thing, so probably let's see. You make like you pick up some stuff, and then that will be okay. But mentors are also there to help you. Mm.
Yeah, and I think one pro tip would be that if you compare a few past ETH Global hackathons and you see that there are similar partners. So those partners are something that everybody tries to build on because either they are very familiar with the track or it's easy to implement or they've, experimented with it enough. But if you see a new addition to the bounty list, for example, I think I'm seeing BitCub for the first time. It was not there till Singapore. I'm not sure about Bangkok because I was not there. So with new integrations or partners, I think if you give some time to explore around before the hackathon, you can be one among the few teams that is building on it where there is not a lot of crowd, and it becomes a good, or it increases the chance of winning the bounty. Again, I'm not saying because like for the matter that you should be a bounty hunter, but it's always nice if you are participating in a hackathon for the first time
Mm.
and you win. It's a very different kind of confidence that you get. So, yeah, I think that you can use that tip as well.
Yeah. And I wanted the question is about, yeah. So if you are not sure about the visa, you have to wait, because if you save your spots, I don't know. I don't have any issue with visa, so Snea
Yeah,
probably.
no, I don't think that can be done. What Best ETH Global can do is while you apply, you can write them an email and ask for a visa letter. So
Mm,
that really adds up to your profile, that you're going to be there for a hackathon. Again, one pro tip here is that when you are using the visa letter or whatsoever, a lot of times, especially in India, because that is what I'm aware about. In India, when you show hackathons, it starts considering as a business visa because money is involved, but you have to stay adamant on the fact that you're going as a tourist and this conference is just a part of your itinerary. So then there are higher chances of you getting accepted, but there is no way that you can save your spot without staking and
Mm.
um, let them know. But yeah, I mean, see, the Eat Global team is super helpful. So if your visa gets rejected by any chance, you can just let them know that you're not there. Maybe ask if they can switch the spot for someone if someone's already there, because a lot of time this has happened that I am planning to attend a hackathon and I had some work issue and someone else was asking for my spot or whatsoever. So in certain scenarios they might be able to adjust, but I cannot guarantee that. So you can just let them know that, hey, is it possible that once I get my visa status and it's rejected, I get the staking back or whatsoever, or maybe it can be used for the next hackathon or whatsoever. Just put forward your scenarios. It's on the community of ETH Global to decide, what is the best way forward. But you should always take your chances. Like when I applied as a student, I really thought my Europe visa would get rejected because Europe is very difficult for Indians to get, but then it got accepted. So you just never know. So yeah, you should take your chances there.
All right. And in any case, so if you have any issue with is global, we are also here to help itself. Okay. Yeah, we are directly in touch with them. So we are also there for providing spots, like guarantee spots for the community. And I wanted to talk about the pool price. So when you are going through different sponsor, you can see sometimes pool price. And the thing is like Kinda ensure you, like for example, split to 7 2 teams. Seven, yeah, seven, yeah, all right, 7 2 teams. So it's Kinda ensure you a bit of money if you want. But the thing is, when you are starting in hackathon, you want more experience than money first. All right. You can start applying whenever you want for East Global Hackathon. If you want to apply for Buenos Aires, oh, I can suggest you to do it now. Because a lot of people will want to be there. But finally, if all the spots are taken, that's gonna be an issue. Last year, I have to figure out a lot with Is Global to offer extra spots. So yeah, make sure to apply for Argentina at least. All right. So mixed max branches and primitive. So for example, hot sponsor not doing the same thing. So it's kinda different. So you can try to mix and match to provide like a better, I don't know, better application itself, like mini apps and NI. So it's kinda basic things, but it's something relevant, for example, for base. All right. Also, you have to create like a to-do with all bounties and future you want to integrate. And like I mentioned, don't forget to go to pull price. That's gonna help you. Usually, it's more about why they put pull price. It's first to attract more projects and second also to create more activity directly on the chain with some like deployment, um, but otherwise nothing more. It's more in is global academy. All right. So create a to do with listing everything you want to be interesting in it, and think about your favorite daily app. For example, I already said with Base, but it's also for all applications with some hackathons, because as I mentioned before, what we are looking for is application user with user and liquidity, and the fact to having users that's going every day into your app, it's something really valuable. So don't hesitate to think about what's application are you using in a daily basis and what you can reproduce in Web3. Another thing is about being mobile friendly. So if someone in your team is experienced with that, that's great. Because actually the winner usually it's more like about consumer or infra application um, and mobile friendly. Um, because everything like the mass adoption will pass by this way. So don't not forget about it. Any question? Right. No. Okay. Another thing is about benchmark application on other ecosystem. So you're gonna participate to two hackathons or one as you want. So for example, Base it's already a booming ecosystem with a lot of application that you can find relevant and reuse for the Avalanche hackathon. Um, like for example, I see something called pay-per-view, a mini app that is on Farcaster. So you can take a look at it, take a look at all mini apps deployed on base on Farcaster, and then just doing the same thing but on Avalanche because Avalanche doesn't have too much application compared to other ecosystem. Like like this. I wanted to know to say. So it's kinda something that you can do. Benchmark all of this thing, and for that you can just go through Farcaster. You can go also through base.org website. Go to the ecosystem part, and you're gonna see all the applications that are already deployed on Base. Is it okay for that? I think so. Um, another tips if you are more like on the DeFi side, or also if you just want to check on which blockchain your application can go viral because there are a lot of liquidity extraction. So just go through DeFi Llama. I don't know. No, I'm not opening it. DeFi Llama. So in um, chain. So you can see already the main one that are more relevant to build on top of it. So Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, Base is here. Um, so you can find all the attractivity. It's something that you have to take care of when you want to build something. Like the ecosystem, if you are on the wrong ecosystem, it's not a good thing because you deploy a lot of efforts to build a project, push it to create a startup and so on, and at the end you don't have liquidity, you don't have user. So it's an issue. So that's why the first thing when want to build something is to take a look at ecosystem. So basically, Ethereum is with its global hackathon or Ethereum hackathon. Solana is also great for that, but it's more on if you are like a Rust developer, it's more relevant. Um, Base is on Solidity. So yeah, just take a look at that. You can click and see which application are actually booming inside the ecosystem. So you can see again here there, by the way. So it's the third application on Ethereum. So well done for being ambassadors. It's a really, really cool thing for you. A cool boost, at least. Um, and then you can find what is working, what is not working. So you can find the different trends. Um, DeFi, yes. I can organize another DeFi school. I organized that last time during 3 days in March, something like this. So I can organize another one probably with Uniswap. So the main, like the best DeFi protocol. Or even with a game layer, probably you can do something. Anyway, no worries about it. We will be more familiar with different concept after. For the moment, I'm starting with basic stuff like mini apps. because it's quite simple to build stuff on it. Um, but we can deep dive later. We're gonna deep dive later into different area. No worries. So take inspiration from past hackathon projects on hackathon project dev. So I already mentioned that last time, but uh, you can find whole past project winner um, for different hackathons and from different year. So all hackathons, so I don't know how many, but all is global hackathon. So if you are building on Ethereum, it's super super cool. Even for Base and so on, because Base is on Ethereum. And you can filter, like for example, dynamic who use dynamic and who win a bounty using dynamic, and then you can go through the different GitHub and see the integration how they have been made. They it has been made. It's a really golden resources for that and help you ship fast. Really. So um, really consider going through this resource, please. The thing, like it was deployed 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember this website. And I think if whole uh, whole Ethereum hackers know about it, will know about it, they will just go, go through it every time. So really, be the first to do it, to go through so this kind of resources. I'm not the best to torch Friday at 6 p.m. uh, yes, the link to the website I can send you, but you're gonna have access to it no worries. Uh, other question? No. Don't hesitate to talk if you have any question. So where are the ideation? Okay, almost like we are at the half. When you are doing a project, please double check why using Web3 for it. Because sometimes you're gonna be in front of a judge, um, talk about your project, and the things that they will ask you is, sorry, but why are you using Web3 for that? Is it relevant? So please make sure your project is relevant for using Web3 um, before creating something. I mean, another thing, draft your MVP ID. So yeah, when you are doing an hackathon, is not for having a perfect application. It's just to provide an MVP. See it's if it's working, if it's interesting, relevant also for partners. But not copying your project like this. Go through something concise, working, but not something like this. To make sure you can present something like functional, working, um, and don't be there with all your futures related to different areas or whatever. Just be really like this. So you can use Escalidro for that to draft a bit your idea and then talk with sponsor. This part, it's one of the most important one. So if you are in an hackathon, you are doing your own stuff, but never talk with partners, the thing is you're gonna probably go to the wrong direction. And the thing what we want is to create something relevant for them. So if you are not like if you are not co-building with them, um, it's something wrong. You have to know about it because they will provide a lot of support first. Documentation helps you if you are struggle somewhere. And also another thing is during the judging time, as the judging time is clearly short, they will already know about your projects. And so if they already know about your project, you are also more chance to win. But it's something else. So just don't forget this part. Especially, like for example, something nice is inside the DevTupac conversation chat. Um, with time, I will add partners, mentors, who are taking part of hackathons. So basically, for example, Lina, Kevin are judges during hackathon. And so if they know first about you and they know after about your project, that is a double win for you. Understand? Escalidro, yes. Sorry. Uh, Escalidro, yes. For example, I was doing that with Escalidro yesterday, or I don't know, 2 days ago. It's just like a way where you can do something like this just to, I don't know, create a bit an infra, you understand the workflow of your application. Or you can use Figma too, but I, I mean actually, with AI, you don't need a Figma. You can just directly build stuff, and that will be okay. Yes, Escalidro, it's my main application with Canva because I need to do slides. But yeah, I really like Escalidro. Um, I will show you a few things. Like for example, I was doing that. Like for example, that it's done with Escalidro. All right. Any question on the ideation side? I provide a bit of hint, but like after that, it's more about talking with people to get feedback, and then improve the idea itself. So for the execution side, so you have to split the work with your team. Usually, it's great to have like at least two developers inside the team. Um, because otherwise you're gonna just have an idea and not the execution side. Everything in Web3 is related to open source and get access to the code to pre-build stuff and so on. So it's super important to have developer for Hackathon in Web3, even if actually there is like a trend for non-technical people to go through a non-technical hackathon. It's called probably marketing hackathon, something like this. It's more happen during international gathering actually. So if you are not technical at all, you can also go to them. Yeah. So split the work. Um, so that depends if um, if you have like a smart contract developer. It's nice because we need usually someone to do it. Backend if needed because sometimes it's not needed. And the front end wallet authentication side. So actually in Web3 something missing is it's front end developer. So if if someone is front end developer on your team, it's a good win because as as I don't know how to say that. As the demo, like the judging time, like I mentioned, is short. More it's visual. More it's like it's better for judges to judge your work. So front end developer are really useful for that. Even if AI is there, you have also to figure out with connection, with a smart contract and so on. So yeah. Um, make sure you have a front end developer inside the team. And another people is always in charge of visual pitch, ensure that the readme is okay. Um, the 2 minute video, I will talk about it later. Is done because it's the most important thing with the website, and also go talk with the sponsor during the hackathon. All right. Um, so after, you have to create a repo. using the following template. So that depends on which ecosystem are you building. But for example, I take the I take the templates of Ethereum or Base. So for example, Sky for Each, you are already normally familiar with that. As we have done the Basecamp using especially this documentation, this repo, sorry. So actually, it's the most used uh, templates to create Web3 application fast in during hackathon. So I put the link there. Unchained Kit is more for application like web application itself, and mini kits on base, and mini kits is more for mini application like on forecaster, but for base. All right, all good. Okay. So you have to push the repo on GitHub and invite your members. And also, yes, don't forget to use the developer wallet because I will say it again. Um, some people I know got like hacks. Yes, hacks. Yeah, their wallets drain. Yes, their wallets were were yes, I understand. Their wallet was compromised because they use their private key and put it on the code and push it on GitHub. And so don't do that. Don't do that. And create another wallet with another private key, and be sure to put a Git in your into your code to make sure your environment file will not appear. I commit and push my. Ah, shit. I think it's a joke. All right. So first, when you are ready to go to the coding parts, I think the best thing to do is after the ideation, um, when you have like a clear idea of what you want to do, is to first create the smart contract, and then make all the tests and everything, deploy it, and create a basic front end just to make sure you can test easily your application. And then after that, more going through sorry, I wanted to say about it that it's important. It's about getting testnet token on faucets. So um, I know it's complicated sometimes, but please fund your wallet, your real wallet, um, like not your real, your developer wallet, that depends, or you can send token after that. But just to make sure, on Alchemy, for example, you can get some tokens. But if, for example, you are like a regular hackers during hackathons with is global, for example, um, the thing is, you can go to pack, um, tuner pack or whatever. You can see like every day you can claim faucet. It's a golden thing, clearly. So be sure to go to Isgobalakaton to get access to this kind of things on your side. uh yes, it's on Dev2Pack channel YouTube, but also on resources like on the channel resources on Dev2Pack. Also, you can find all recording session. Oh, I'm pretty tired. Sorry for the energy. um, yes. So when you have done that, just start proceeding to each integration. So related to the different bounties, like nya, 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 nya. Um, like I show you already a page with all sponsor and so on, so you can pick up different bunches, matching them and so on, and then someone on your team, um, like you have to split the different integration between members of your team, especially if you have like if you have a lot of developers inside this one. It's you're gonna save some time doing that, splitting like this. And another thing is about asking for help, please. Um, it's kinda mandatory. Because don't be stuck somewhere. You're gonna have like every time some mentors that are available. I'm thinking about, for example, during Avalanche, Amy will be there to help you online if you are stuck somewhere with your mini app. And even right now with Base, you can ask for support on the hackathon support channel, and we are there to help you if you are stuck somewhere, and don't stay stuck, because you will waste some time while it's not necessary. All right now submission. Okay, that's gonna be fast right now. So deploy your project on Vercel. You know that. And as I mentioned at the beginning, you have to do it, because people like Sneha and I will not spend too much time into going through 200 projects, judging 200 projects just for us. um, like we will just take a look at if the projects have like um, a website, like where we can test directly is great, because we don't want to run our project locally itself. So make sure about that. And the other thing is about the demo. So this one, I will talk a bit after. All right. Um. So I know it's boring stuff, but you have to provide a logo and a banner, a screenshot of application. So don't spend too much time on it. Like spend 20 minutes max of this kind of things, because it's not really important. But the thing who is important is about the storytelling. Like when you pitch to someone, to a judge, like you can, for example, mention. So it's it's this application, but in Web3. Like let's say it's Spotify, but in Web3, something like this. It's directly on the mind of people. Like they can visualize what this, and then you're gonna save a lot of time in terms of explanation, as you have to be concise in short. All right, all good. So create an infra workflow with Escalidro. So I'm doing this kind of shit every time. Um, so it's something, it's not like mandatory, but it's a bonus. Like more to explain how does it work. As they don't have really time to go through your code, etc., and see everything. So you can right now more see what is the integration, how it's working internally inside your application. So yeah, use Escalidro a lot. Another thing is about the create a README on GitHub. It's super super important, um, because how to say that. A judge will not specially go through that. Let me show you. They will not for like go through all these details, and the first thing that they will do is to click on the website and on the GitHub. And if on the GitHub you already have everything explained, like I don't know, for example, the yeah, or everything explained, it's a cool things just to help judge to understand everything about your application. So just for example, this kind of thing. Um, any question for that? All good? Don't forget the readme, please. Um, I was there. Okay. All right. It's almost the end. No worries. Create a demo video. So about the demo video, it's like you, you have two ways. You can put like one or two slides explaining the program, the issues, and then directly go through the demo video. Or you can directly go through, yes, the demo video. And it's probably more straightforward because you have only 2 minutes. So it's pretty short. And yeah, on the demo video, it's more just about showcasing how the app is working, the workflow. Like you are coming as a user, your first user, and you interact with how it's working. Sometimes, yes, we have to say that a lot of time we are hard coding things because we don't have time to do it. So we are cheating a bit with the demo video, and we hope it's working. Yeah, it's something that happens often. All right. And another thing is about the submission form. So with the base hackathon, it's super shorter, really short. Sorry. While if you are doing an hackathon with is global, uh, you have at least to consider putting 2 hours, 3 hours on it. Um, and I'm so sorry to tell you that, but sometimes you need someone just for that, for doing that. Because it's like the vitrine of what you have to do. Mini app, mini form. Exactly. But not with is global. So you have to explain the text that you are using, explain everything with front end, smart contract parts, back end parts, design parts, like be the more concise possible. Explain each integration concisely too, like putting even until putting the specific code. So what is the specific code is like where the sponsor, the partners, so the bounty is appearing into your code, like which line concretely or which file, you know. It's important to because they will not spend so much time, too much time on it. So be careful about that. Put the deployment addresses related to your smart contract deployments. Like for example, I was just like there, put here all stuff. So yes, up. So you can see everything. It's important for sponsor. And another thing, the last thing is give relevant feedback because on your on the submission form, in fact, you have to integrate this thing or this thing. Give relevant feedback is about oh I was stuck there, this what happened, etc etc. So the people in charge of filing the form has to be really synchro with the developer to make sure the application will be great. All right, all good. I know it's fastidious. It's really fastidious. But no worries. That will be okay. Try to be at least three by team, 3 to 5. The the best number probably is three. Like at least having two developers and one more on the operational side to help for this kind of things like logo, filing the form, etc., etc. All right. Okay. So the last part is about the judging. Which time is it? Oh, wow. I was thinking 30 minutes more, but it's okay. Okay, so it's about judging. So you have to create a pitch, so including slide demo, but slide is like two slides, two, three slides, I don't know, but something super, super straightforward. Um, and um, and you can do, like I mentioned, some storytelling. Like we build Spotify in Web3. What is the state before and what is the state after right now with my application in Web3? You know, what is changing? Just to understand quickly the issue actually and how you solve that. Really. Having the live demo. So just you are going through your Vercel link and showcase directly the demonstration itself of, or if you don't have the website, you can still showcase um, your demo video that is running locally. But yeah, it's better if you have like a live demo because sometimes when sponsor have to judge your stuff, they are going to review review your application, like review your, yes, your things, to make sure everything is okay before um allow you to win and going on stage. Yes, because after that you have to go on stage and showcase everything if you're winning. Anyway, and another thing I like personally to mention is the upcoming future. What's next after doing that during the hackathon? Why is because as I mentioned before, there are different kind of hackathon, and the ecosystem hackathon looking for startup. And if you are doing just an hackathon to win the hackathon and don't do anything after that, they are considering you as not motivated at all. So if you are pushing the vision of the application, you have more chance to win something, and also to get a grant and like build a startup and so on. All right. So it was for more the general judging about the general track because, like I mentioned, we have two things: general track and bounties. And bounties, it's judged individually by partner. So let's say your application you are applying for AI track, and in your application you are like you you want to build on, I don't know, 10 partners, so you have to go uh, individually see the 10 partners. So don't uh, uh, don't put too much partners into your application, too much bounty, because you have after that to assume going to each partner and talk about your application. And so that's why the fact to be close to them before judging side, it's important to wait to don't waste time on your side. All right. So it's more informal, like you have like a booth, a physical booth, for example. You have to go to talk with them. It's a huge line, so people have like 5 minutes to talk, and that's all. Um, so yeah, just pitch your application very fast, and talk about your specific integration. That means they don't really care about like the storytelling parts. um like you can tell them, but it's more about showcasing the integration itself. So here's the line on the code that is working. You can see it on like this on the live demo. So yes, just provide really concise explanation and also feedback about what is working and what is not working for them, because they are looking for that, especially at Is Global. They are coming into hackathons, especially for this kind of thing, to having quick feedback from developer. All right, and yeah, showcase that you have completed our requirements. So our requirements are already talked about it. So for example, let's take Is Global Taipei, price. Let's take Celo, for example, you know Celo. So you can see what was the qualification requirement to take the prize. So pool price. All right. Um. So the price, smart contract, and Celo mainnet. It's often the same thing, but it's important to mention. All right. And then last slide after hackathon. For example, with Base, with Is Global is not the case. They don't have really follow-up people after the hackathon, which time is it? And okay, all right. Um, but for Base, for example, the goal is to have startup. So they provide after the hackathon the possibility to integrate an incubator, to integrate network schools, and also to apply for 1 million available grants. So you can see the main set is really to having a new application into the ecosystem. Same thing for Avalanche. After the hackathon, they are looking for to give free food fun, 40,000, I guess, 40,000 grants per company to make sure they can develop a startup into Avalanche. So yeah, just to let you know, um, hackathon is like I provide the most structured approach possible. Um, like this one really fit for is global. This also fits for other one, but for other one, it's the application is more short. So I was going through really the whole process in order to submit a great project during hackathon. So I don't know if you have any question. I know it's late, like it's Friday. I was not like in full energy, um, but that's okay. I hope it was consistent. It was helpful, and yeah, we're gonna do the same thing every time. If you want another brief before hackathon and anything. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, it's recorded. 1 hour and 47 minutes. All right. I don't understand why the timing is 1 hour and 40. Okay. Yes, I know it's the first hackathon for some of you. So don't be afraid about it. Just make sure you have like a live demo, so an application on Vercel. You have a demo video, and a README. Those three things, especially. And put your idea in execution. We are we are more care about no a poor idea with a great execution. That's a great idea with a poor execution usually, especially when you are starting. You can go to the channel hackathon support and ask for a team. Um, Especially in Africa, a lot of people don't have a team yet. Um, so take a look at it. All good. Okay. Um, like I know Firdaus and someone else looking for a team. Yes, don't remember who. But yeah, I don't know if you have any other question on your side. Um, That's for base. You have until next week to submit a project as the deadline has, has been rescheduled. I just want to use the company SDK. Like if it's on the ecosystem hackathon, yeah, it's it's something. like because in fact the judges will be already familiar with their own doc. So if they find other type of code, they will say, okay, in fact it's a project that is not built for our hackathon but for general purpose itself. So yeah, if for example you are building a mini apps, go through minikit. If you are building a general application, go through on-chain kit for base. Avalanche, I'm not familiar with their doc, but yeah. Okay. Um, okay, great. Super. Um, don't hesitate. Like, if you don't have a team, you can put it on the chat. Someone probably will say, I don't have a team too. Um, so yeah. Otherwise, all good. Merci beaucoup. Yes. De rien. Avec plaisir. Avec mon accent français. All right. So see you next week. Next week is Solidity one-on-one bootcamp. And don't forget to go to Cyphering a draft. Let's me 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm coming. I'm coming. Um, to go through that. Because we're gonna follow in the same time. Um, this documentation, not documentation, these courses. Um, and yeah, to prepare better yourself. Okay, so see you next week, and thanks for coming. Tschüss. Tschüss.